Hello ladies and gentlemen, I'm Titus Creed from Project Fitness Productions and we're here to continue stories The Path of Destinies. We found out 3 truths. Let's go for
The
our
clouds
last one.
parted over the Isles of Boreas. It was time to choose. The rebellion was in trouble. Ravens were scouting for the secret rebel base. They needed a game changer. Pieces of the Sky Ripper had surfaced. Or so a scholar in the mountains had told him. Surely the weapon that banished the lost gods could defeat the Emperor. Also, a temple had risen out of empty desert. The Iblis stone was hidden there. It was a dangerous artifact. It could corrupt its user into a bloodthirsty monster. Maybe he could find a way to use it, to take its power without surrendering to its wickedness. And also, his old friend Lupino needed rescuing. Of course, Reynardo had a pretty strong suspicion that Lupino had betrayed the rebellion. But could Reynardo really leave an old friend to the Ravens?
Okay, so we know that this is the only truth that we don't have based on the book at the end, so we need to chase the Sky Ripper this time.
Every child knew about the Sky Ripper. The Transcendent Emperor had buried its pieces. What could have brought them to light? This Emperor, Isengrim III, had once been kind, but he'd gone mad. And now he was conducting secret, obscene rituals to bring back the lost gods. Had he, somehow, summoned the long-lost components of the legendary weapon out of the deep places of the earth? It was more than Reynardo could fathom. But if he could find a legendary weapon, he would use it.
Okay, so the only thing we haven't figured out is what the actual truth is regarding the Sky Ripper. So it'll be interesting to see what that is. And it'll be interesting to see how the story paves out for the truths regarding what's her face? I forget. The cat. Oh my god, I'm so bad at this. Christ, I can't even remember her name. Rabbit boy and cat go. Rabbit boy and cat go. I don't know.
As he set foot on the island, Reynardo couldn't help feeling a bit curious. Was Lupino still waiting to be rescued? No. He was probably drinking champagne with the ravens. Did ravens drink champagne? Did rabbits? Reynardo felt oddly thirsty, come to think of it. Why had he chosen the Sky Ripper? Reynardo never made plans that required constant vigilance. He was a hero. He didn't think too much. He just went with his gut and hoped it all worked out. The Sky Ripper was a long shot. He'd have to devote himself to it. No side journeys, no rescuing old friends. That was against his nature. Could he stick with it?
Well, I guess we're going to have to stick with it, because we did take the alternate path last time we followed this little quest, didn't we? Ooh. Okay, what can we upgrade?
Ooh, wouldn't his gauntlet look swell with that jewel in it?
Shit. Okay, no, we're not going to change it just yet. I think all our gems are pretty solid right now. We've still got to get level 2 swords, haven't we? I think. Yep. No, we got Firestorm. We got that, so it's just. Yeah. We want this. Definitely want this. Got to get a lot of ore though. Chests to be damned, I guess.
Hey, why don't you guys fight in groups? Oh, I know. Because there's no I in team.
Oh, fuck off. Fucking jokes, my fucking god. So, there's a couple more gems that we need to upgrade, so we'll keep taking these little side path doors to get the red chests. It's gonna be a fight here, isn't it? Yeah, there it is. couple of days since I played this. I'm a little bit rusty.
Reynardo was running out of choices. Zenobia's love brought him only sorrow.
Zenobia, there
his
we go.
best friend was his enemy. And the Iblis stone... Ooh, he shuddered. Best not to think about it. All that was left was the Sky Ripper, a weapon powered by a god's eye. So be it, then.
Now that's interesting, because that is obviously something that we get told just based on ow. That's obviously a story that we're told just based on knowing the truth so far, so that's pretty cool.
I'm a bit tired of doing that, thought Reynardo.
Man, that was... Woohoo! Nice. So I imagine this is going to be a lot of familiarity for the last story. Ow. Teach me to be cocky about it. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Let's just get some health, I think. Jesus, that was so close. Okay, I'm stuck. I can't do anything. Woohoo! That was not good. Oh, don't die! I died!
To everything,
No!
there is a season. He turned over and died.
God damn it. That's better. Jesus Christ.
So that's what they meant by a firewall. What unlocks a firewall?
What does it require? Yes! I'll take that.
Reynardo felt a little better.
Give me that ore, please. You. No level ups just yet. It'll take a while, I think. There we go. One Sky
There
Ripper.
it was.
And all it cost me was
Sky
my
Ripper's
life.
Armature. The stuff that dreams are made of. Engineers' dreams, anyway. The device was intricate. No one alive had the skill to make a thing like it. How was it part of a weapon at all? He'd have to ask a scientist. But first, he'd get the second piece. Sky Ripper had a heart. A core that had come to rest on the next island. Well, there was another island he could reach. Zenobia had just invaded it with her father's Raven battalions. She must be encamped there still. But fighting Zenobia now, that made no sense at all. He'd already sacrificed one friend to get this armature, was it? He didn't need to hurry to face her. She would find him.
Interesting that it doesn't give me any truth for Zenobia. So, yeah, Skyrim.
It was a no-brainer. He'd sacrificed his old friend Lapino to get the armature. And the armature was useless by itself, only a series of coils and wheels. War demanded sacrifices, and he would make more before the end. He would have to choose the greatest good, no matter how much it cost him. Zenobia. Well, he would see her sooner or later, across a battlefield or a sword's point before all this was over. He was sure of that. The power was in the core. Obviously, he had to get the core.
Okay.
Doubt sunk in before he was even out of sight of the Farfarer. Why had he chosen the Sky Ripper? It was the sort of path he'd always avoided. The path of responsibility, of seriousness. Had he grown up? He didn't feel grown up. He'd made this decision from his gut, like he always did. Somehow, he'd impulsively decided to stop being impulsive. Did that make any sense?
So the game is obviously getting a lot harder now. I wonder if there's any more enemies it wants to throw at me. Give me that all. We got a weapon of craft. This is new. Dare we follow this? There's a door down there. A workbench, even.
You never knew where the road would take you, thought Reynardo.
And we got a level as well. And an altar. Even better. Definitely worth it. What are we doing over here? Sword energy and even more stamina. What do we get from this? Yeah,
it was
we want
more
sword
and
energy.
more extraordinary.
It's all about getting them level unlocks now. About the health. You. Simple. Where am I going? Chest down there. I don't know how to get to it though.
There was something sour in the air.
I think.
Like the earth had ruptured over something that had been fermenting for a very long time. Whee!
Let's wait for the little gogglers, otherwise I'm just going to die just making that leap. Christ almighty!
There were fewer and fewer trees. There were only these huge crystalline growths. Had those been here before? He no longer heard birds except for the feverish cawing of the ravens when they attacked. He couldn't smell the small animals of the forest, the mice and rabbits. Where had they gone? And he was getting hungry too. This was an unhealthy place to be.
Okay. chest. More gems. Give me that gem.
This chest was filled with old
Three.
concert t-shirts. And something useful.
Even better. Really want more stamina. Oh, it's this little puzzle again. I remember this one from last time we were here. Nice and simple.
This couldn't be good for global warming.
There we go. And I presume I might have another fight in here. Taking a deep breath and a deep sigh. There is...
The 20-sided core made him feel physically sick. Once he had sneaked into a temple of the dark arts, and he hadn't liked what he smelt and saw there. This felt like that. As quick as he could, he wrangled the icosahedron into the armature. The wheels began to spin, then glow. The sick feeling quickly spun away. Now he only felt sad. He had lost good friends for this war apparatus. Maybe Lapino wasn't such a good friend. Yeah, that made him feel better. He carried his prize back to the Farfarer. Now, he had to make his next move. There was a key Imperial outpost on the Nexus. If this really was some sort of super weapon, he could use it to wreak havoc on the enemy. And if it wasn't, well, better to know that before the final battle. But maybe he should show it to some scientists first. There was an observatory on the Nexus. Maybe he should go there before he fired it.
So, we went and took this path last time, and that's how we found out the truth about Zenobia. Let's take some help from the scientists.
Of course. If you've just assembled a weapon out of legend that can exile gods from the world, you'd want to have a scientist or two look at it. And even if they disagreed and he had time, he could ask Calaveras himself. Yes, the observatory would be his objective.
Yes, and the observatory will be our objective next time. For now, thank you very much for watching this episode, ladies and gentlemen. I've been Titus Grid from Project Phoenix Productions, and we will continue this hunt for the fourth and final truth next time.